Hello everyone, let's solve this question together. Now look at what you are given. We are given that 3 to the power of s minus into root 3 all to the power of what s plus 4 plus 20 equals to what 0. We are asked to look for the value of x, right? Now look at what you are going to do. Now let's consider root 3. We can simplify root 3 to the lowest term, right? So look at root 3 all to the power of what x plus what 4. Let's ignore the minus signs first. Okay, let's simplify this. Now we know that by the properties of indices that root a is equals to a to the power 1 over what 2. So we can do this as what bracket into root what bracket into 3 to the power of what 1 over 2 all to the power of x plus what 4. Okay, now take note of this law of indices into a to the power of n multiplied by a to the power of n multiplied by all raised to the power of n. This power said that the power also multiply the power outside the parentheses. So the index inside the parentheses can multiply the index outside, right? So it's now become what a to the power of what n multiplied by what n. This is one of the properties of what indices. So we can apply it here, right? So now this is 3 to the power of what 1 over 2 multiplied by x, okay, plus what 4. Okay, so this will be equals to what 3 to the power of what into x plus 4 divided by what 2. Now I want you to understand something very interesting, that this x plus 4 is being what this 2 is being, the denominator here is being affected by x and also affected by 4. So I can write it as what 3 to the power of x divided by what 2 plus 4 divided by what 2. Right? Now 4 divided by 2 is 2, right? So I'm going to add this is x to the power 3 to the power of s divided by 2, then plus what 2, because 4 divided by 2 is 2. So this to the lowest term is just what 3 to the power of s divided by 2 plus 2. So I can bring it as 3 to the power of s minus 3 to the power of s divided by 2, then plus what 2, then plus our what 20 equals to what 0. Wow, this is amazing. This is news, right? I love this, and also I know you love it, right? Now let's remove this from here quickly, okay, because our target is to find the value of what x, right? All right, at this point we're going to obey some properties of what indices. Indices is very what interesting. Now at this point we know that a to the power of n multiplied by a to the power of n is equals to, this law states that when the bases are the same, take a single base and add the what exponent. Now let's take 3 here. 3 here is the base, s divided by 2 here is the m you are seeing here, and plus 2 is the n you are seeing here. So we are going to take this from this form to this form. So if we do that, this is 3 to the power of x minus 3 to the power of x divided by 2 multiplied by 3 to the power of what 2, because 3 to the power of 2 multiplied by minus 3 to the power of what x divided by 2, it gives us what? It gives us this in this form. Because if the bases are the same, we can take a single base and add the exponent and we have exactly what is here. Wow, I love this, right? This is beautiful. Now plus what? Plus 20, okay, everything is equals to what? 0. Now let's remove this from here quickly, okay. At this point we know that 3 to the power of what 2 is 9. So that means 3 to the power of s minus 3 to the power of x divided by 2 multiplied by what 9 plus what 20 is equals to what 0. Now what are we going to do here? Now here you apply your what knowledge in what indices, okay. If you are not understanding indices very well, you find it very difficult to solve here. But let me show you the beautiful part of indices, the lovely and appealing part of what indices, okay, that maybe you'll be shocked with. Okay, now come to think of it. Now we have what 3 to the power of s minus 3 to the power of s divided by 2 multiplied by what 9 plus what 20 equals to 0. What are we going to do here? Please let me give you this secret free. Learn this now free. Whenever you are given an equation and everything is equals to 0, that equation must likely be what quadratic what equation. Take note of this. It's very important, very vital and important, very vital what and important. Whenever you are given an equation and you are asked to solve an equation and everything is equals to 0, that equation might turn to be what quadratic what equation. Okay, take note of that. For me, this question is what quadratic what equation, because when you put your mind aside that this returns to what quadratic what equation, and you can see here this quadratic what equation. If you can understand the properties of indices very well, Now let's be careful of this word, because if you're not careful, you make series of what mistakes, right? Now what are we going to do? All right, I have here 3 to the power of x, but I have here 3 to the power of s divided by 2. Do you know, by applying the properties of indices, I'm not wrong in any way? If I'm wrong, sorry, you can sue me to anywhere. I'm ready for you, okay? Now, do you know I'm not wrong anyway? If I decide to write x to the power of 3 to the power of s equals to into 3 to the power of x divided by 2 all to the power of 2. I'm not wrong, my brothers and sisters, by obeying the properties of indices carefully. This is equals to 3, because this will cancel out this. I'm left with just x. You see? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to replace this with just x, with just 3 to the power of x. So I'm going to have this is into 3 to the power of s divided by 2 all to the power of what? All to the power of 2, okay? Then minus 3 to the power of x divided by 2 multiplied by what? 9 plus our what? Twinly. Everything is equals to what? 0. Wow, this is a pocket genius. I love this. You see, the knowledge of indices is very what? Important and interesting. Now you can observe that they are what? Common. So I'm not wrong, okay? If I say since they are common, let 3 to the power of s divided by 2 equals to what? P. Because what is common, right? So I'm going to have this what? P squared, okay? Then what? Minus p multiplied by what? 9, then plus what? Twinly, everything is equals to what? 0. Are you not seeing that we have gotten a quadratic what? Equation? Minus p times 9 will give us minus 9p. So I have here as p squared, okay, minus 9p, okay, plus 20, everything is equals to what? 0. Now remember that quadratic equation will have 4 ways of solving, but to cut the story short, I'm going to use what? Factorization method. Now let's consider 20 here, okay? What are factors of 20? Now factors are those numbers that divide exactly with their remainder. 1 is a factor of 20, 2 is also a factor, 1 is a factor, 2 is a factor, and what again? 4 is a factor, 5 is a factor, and what again? 10 is a factor, and what again? And 20 is also a factors. Now these are the factors of what? 20. Why are they called factors? They are called factors because this number listed here can divide 20 with exactly with any what? Remainder. Now let's pick two numbers from here. Just two numbers or two factors. If we multiply them, we have 20. If we add them all, or we subtract it, we have what? Minus what? 9. Wow. Now we're looking, you can see that 5 and 4 can go. Why? Because minus 4 minus 5 gives us minus 9. Then minus 4 multiplied by minus 5, it gives us what? 20. Because minus times minus is positive. So we are good to go with minus 4 or what? Minus what? 5. So let me remove this from here quickly. Okay. Now here I'm going to have this is what? P squared. Okay. Minus 5p minus 4p. Okay. Then plus what? 20. Everything is equals to what? 0. From here, what is common? P is common into p squared divided by p gives us p, minus 5p divided by p gives us minus 5, right? Now what is common here? Minus 4 is common. But why is it that minus 4 is common? It's common because minus 4 can go into minus 4 with that remainder, and minus 4 can go to 20 with that remainder, right? Now at this point, this is into minus 4p divided by minus 4 gives us p, 20 divided by minus 4 gives us minus 5. Everything is equals to what? 0. Now at here, we can also see that something is common, right? What is common? What is common here is p minus 5. We can also bring it in the parentheses as into p minus 5 is common, as you can see. Then into, if you divide p into p minus 5 divided by p minus 5, we have what? P. If you divide minus 4 into p minus 5 divided by p minus 5, we have what? Minus 4. Everything is equals to what? 0. Now take note that when the product of two terms is equals to 0, it means, okay, that both of them are equals to 0, as you can see, or individually they are also equals to what? 0. So you can see that p minus 5 is equals to 0, or p minus 4 is equals to what? 0. Wow. By adding 5 to both sides, see that p is equals to what? 5. This is one of the value of p. Or p is equals to 4 by adding 4 to both sides. These are the values of p. But take note, we are not asked to solve for p. Okay? But we are asked to find the value of x. Wow. This is amazing. Now what are we going to do? Remember that we say let 3 to the power of s divided by 2 equals to p. Now let's see when p is 5. Let's find x when p is 5, right? Alright. We know that 3 to the power of s divided by 2 is equals to what? P. Now when p is equals to what? 5. Let's see. So that means 3 to the power of s divided by 2 is equals to what? 5. Now by taking log of both sides, or natural log or log of both sides, so log what? Log 3 to the power of s divided by 2 is equal to what? Log 5. Okay. Now the power here, which is s divided by 2, can also go back as become s divided by 2 log what? Log 3 equals to log what? Log 5, right? Now let's divide both sides by log 3. Okay, because we are looking for value of x and divide here by 1 log what? 3. Now this will cancel out this. Okay. Now this will cancel out. We are left with x divided by 2 equals to, I can put this as log 5 base what? 3. Right? Yes. Because this is in base 10. If I want to move from this to base 10, I can also do it this way. So by cross multiply, the numerator here is 1. By cross multiply, you see that s is equals to 2 log what? Log 5 base what? Base 3. This is the value of x. Or you can also write that. Okay, let me put it clearly. Also write that our s is equals to 2 into log 5, okay, log 5 divided by 1 log 2. Now this is the value of x. So you want to simplify this further, you can also do this, divide log 5 by this. Remember that they are in base 10. Divide log 5 by log 2 and multiply it by 2. Let me just do it this one, and the other one you do it by yourself. Let me see. And log 5 divided by what? Log 5, okay, divided by log 2. Sorry, not log 2, this is log 3. Sorry. Okay. Log 3, right? So log 5 divided by log 5 divided by log 3. So I have that s is equals to 2 into what? 1.4646. And let me say in 3 decimal place, that is 5. Okay. So that means s is equals to times what? 2. So 2 into 1.465. I have that s equals to 2.93. This is one of the value of x. Now, but when s equals to 4, we can also do it that way. Okay. Now let's see when s equals to 4, when p is equals to 4. Okay. So when p is equals to 4, let's see. I will know that 3 to the power of s divided by 2 is equals to p. So that means 3 to the power of s divided by 2 is equals to what? 4. Taking log of both sides, I have that log 3 to the power of what? 3 to the power of s divided by 2 is equals to what? Log 4. Right? This will go back, right? So it become what? Let me read this one here. So become what? Become x divided by 2 log 3 equals to what? Equals to log 4, right? Now divide by log 3 and divide by log 3. This cancel out this. We are left with x divided by 2 equals to log 4 base 3. Okay. Now by cross multiply, you see that s is equals to 2 log what? Log 4 base 3. It's another value of x. Or you can also remove it as s is equals to 2 into what? Log 4 divided by log what? Log 3. So let's do it quickly so I can know. Let me remove it from this so everybody will be okay with it. So I have that x is equals to 2 into 1.26, okay, 1.2618 or 19. But let me put it at 3 decimal place. Let me put it at 3 decimal place. Okay, so 2 times 1.263, 2.62. I have that s is also equals to 2.524. Okay, so we see that the x is equals to 2.93 or s is equals to 2.522. You can leave it at 52, right? Well, now these are the values of x that satisfy this equation. So thank you so much for watching. Please, if you find it very interesting, don't hesitate. Do it to like, comment, and share to learn one so others will learn from it. Please, if you're not subscribed, consider to subscribe to this channel so that anytime there are exciting videos, you notify. So thank you so